Race number 5, Upper Canada Cup, has reached the start, and Surrealist, taking advantage of post 1, drives out. Oscar is also leading well. Okay, Boromir's racing into the front 3 as the field moves on around the turn. And from the outside post, Primary Purpose is kind of away, position 4th, and gets over to the pylons. Millionaire Cam is racing 5th. Then position 6th as the field moves on around the turn. That is Waffles and Cream. Back there racing position 7th, Pictonian Pride. Trail Boss has just one trailing him, and that is Stonebridge Terror. They race off the turn. The opening quarter was 26-3. And it is Oscar who made the front, but Surrealist is going to get a good trip on the back of Oscar. And here comes Primary Purpose and Brad forward. On the move, first up now is about 2.5 lengths off the lead. Down to the inside, okay, Boromir is racing just about 3 lengths from the front. Millionaire Cam is well spotted this week now, is second over racing 5th, and is moving up on the back of Primary Purpose as the field rolls on past the half to the inside, racing 6th as they are about to enter the backstretch. That is Trail Boss. Then for the back we go. On the outside, racing position 7th, we have Waffles and Cream. Racing second from last is Pictonian Pride. And then moving to the outside, Stonebridge Terror. Off a half of 55-4. The field rolls on down the backstretch, rolling at 3/4. It is Oscar who has got the lead. But Oscar now is going to have to hold off a charging Primary Purpose. Primary Purpose and Oscar are dueling stride for stride as they race on that final turn. And on the outside, Jody Jameson with Millionaire Cam is well situated. Surrealist is down to the inside, and also right there as the field turns for home is okay, Boromir 3/4 24-1. On down the stretch drive they come. Oscar is trying to hold on. Center of the track is Primary Purpose. Millionaire Cam, Jody Jamison also flying late. Here comes Waffles and Cream. Millionaire Cam though in the center of the track. Millionaire Cam, Waffles and Cream. Millionaire Cam goes off stride right at the finish. Waffles and Cream and Stonebridge Terror were right there. A mile of 1:52-4. We'll have an inquiry sign up right at the finish. Millionaire Cam had it won and then made a break in stride. The inquiry sign will go up.
And fans, obviously the inquiry sign going to be posted there. Crossing the line first was number 6, Millionaire Cam. Inquiry sign will be posted. All kinds of violations of the braking rule in the stretch there. So hold all tickets. Looked, Gary, to me like Stonebridge Terror got up on the outside for second. What did you see from up there?
Well, and right now on your monitors, we are looking at the slow motion replay. It is very close. You know, it's going to be so tight. Stonebridge Terror on the outside and Waffles and Cream, they're about 6 inches apart, so it's going to be that much to decide. $480,000 in the Upper Canada Cup final.
And I'll tell you, Millionaire Cam just had it for fun in deep stretch. He was going to cruise away to win and just rolled off stride. We got a racing expert down here, Greg Blanchard. What did you see from down here in the stretch?
I saw the same thing you did, Chris. It looked like the horse was home free and just reaching for racetrack, maybe a little overextended in the late stages and rolled off. Bad luck. That's all you can say.
Talk about Oscar. We talked maybe about him playing possum around that far turn, but when they turned for home, he didn't have the answer.
No, I'm really shocked. He made the front pretty easily for a horse of his caliber and got a pretty soft second quarter. It was kind of token pressure there, but you could tell on the last turn when the other horse got right up to look him in the eye, you started to wonder, and sure enough, turning for home, they got to him.
All right, inquiry signs up, folks. Hold all tickets. The Upper Canada Cup, anything but official at this point. Stand by. Gary, we don't have the benefit of a video monitor down here, but what are you seeing up there as far as the breaking horse? Is it clear that he's off stride under the wire?
Well, he was off stride right at the finish. Like under the wire, he was off stride.
And it looks like they've posted number 8, Stonebridge Terror, as the winner of the inaugural Upper Canada Cup.
Now, note that inquiry still pertains to number 6, Millionaire Cam. Made the break in stride at the finish, so the only number on the board that's at this point is safe right now will be number 8, Stonebridge Terror.
And I'll tell you, Jack Darling appeared on the Harness Edge website this week, and spoke about this horse and said, guys, from post 8, anything can happen out here, but I don't think anybody expected this horse to be back in the winner's circle. There were several experts who did pick him to come back in the top 3, but even the connections of this horse thought everything would need to go right, and really, everything did. Millionaire Cam makes a break in deep stretch. Stonebridge Terror fanned out. He must have been 3 or 4 wide, Gary, coming for home. and he picks up all the marbles, a massive, massive purse. Coming into this race, a winner of just $126,000. He takes home $240,000 with tonight's win.
And looking at the finish, number 8 Stonebridge Terror was 5 wide at the finish and wins it by about 6 inches. But on the check, they don't say how much you want it by.
All right, we're going to try and catch up with Mike Saftik as we walk back here. And Mike, boy, oh boy, Jack, actually, you spoke on the Harness Edge podcast this week and said everything would need to go right for this horse to win. Everything did go right. Mike, what did you see turning for home?
Oh, there was just a wall of horses. I tipped 5 wide, I think, coming off that turn. We just drove them to the wire. There was just a blanket of horses. It was a good horse race. I wasn't sure I won it, that's for sure.
What did you see in deep stretch when Millionaire Cam rolled off stride?
Actually, I was just trying to get by Jimmy Morrell, the guy beside me. I'm thinking, I'll be second here if I can squeeze him in there. And I look over, I seen Jody running, but I didn't know if he got to the wire or not.
Now, you've driven this horse before. This obviously a big-time effort. You qualified him back. What were you expecting coming into tonight's race?
He's a quality horse. He was second in the Super Final last year as a 2-year-old, but an 8-hole, you're just holding your breath. 240,000
sets him up for a big year.
Yeah, right on, yeah.
All right, get your picture taken. Congratulations, driver Mike Saftik. We'll catch up with Jack Darling in a little while, and we've got some Winner's Circle festivities here. Inquiry sign still up, Gary, but the winner, it's assured.
Number 8 Stonebridge Terror, 3-year-old Western Terror Bay Colts. Out of the Abercrombie Bear, No Paradise, Jack Darling Stables of Cambridge. The winner, Jack Darling, the trainer. Mike Saftik, the winning driver. It is the third win for Stonebridge Terror. 152-4 to take the inaugural Upper Canada Cup. On the board unofficially, 8649. The inquiry pertains to number 6 Millionaire Cam and a break in stride right at the finish.
All right, let's grab a word with Jack Darling here, a winning trainer. And, Jack, it's pretty sweet to win a race like this.
It is. That's unbelievable. At the 3/4 pole, I didn't think we had much of a chance. And when it came flying through the lane, then it was pretty exciting.
Boy, did the speed ever collapse out there. It really looked like, Mark might have been playing possum on Oscar around the turn, but boy, did they ever come flying. And obviously fortunate for you to see Millionaire Cam break stride. Not that you ever want to see that happen.
Yeah, no, that's too bad. But everything happened so fast at the end there that I didn't know whether he finished first, second, or third, or what had happened.
That's why they call it a horse race, right?
Exactly, yeah.
What will your plans for this horse be for the rest of the year? Obviously, putting $240 in the bank early might open some other avenues.
Well, that sure takes the pressure off. He is eligible to the North America Cup. He was just kind of borderline, but I kept him eligible. But now after tonight, he's I think he'll be there. But we got the Sire Stakes next week. And then after the North America Cup, it's Sire Stakes.
Second at big odds last week in the elimination. A lot of people surprised by that performance. A lot more will be surprised tonight. How surprised were you?
I thought he would race good. I thought he raced phenomenal last week for his first start, being first over like that. So I thought he'd race good, but out of the 8-hole, I really didn't think we had that much chance of winning.
All right, you own him, you train him, you get the lion's share of the purse. Congratulations.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, Jack Darling, winning trainer of the Upper Canada Cup winner, Stonebridge Terror. A monumental upset in the making in year number 1.